ranch and got a couple of hogs that have been hitting the feeders and hopefully help thin out the hog population.
Go for that big brown one. There's a hog. I'm gonna wait till he turns broadside. There's 3 of them right there.
This past spring, I flew out to Texas to revisit the ranch of my friend, Randy Peck, on a hunt for redemption. I hunted there last year and got a shot on a hog, but I was never able to recover it.
We're just lofty and there's a lot of open country right here.
One of the issues I had last year was that I rigged a simple light to the hog stalker, leaving the pigs in the dark. 2 hogs came in, and I think if we had the right stuff, it would have worked. This year, Randy has done a bunch of work to make sure we have the best chance of minimizing the hog population on his land. But the biggest game changer this year will be the Zeus Pro thermal imaging scope provided by Clifford Cheadle from Third Coast Thermal. Have you ever looked through one of these things?
That's a pound or two, too.
It does. It's a heavy sucker.
Got the license, came to the ranch, and heading out. He's got a couple of hogs that have been hitting the feeders in daylight, so hopefully help thin out the hog population. It's a problem. He said he's got twice as many hogs this year as he had last year.
Even with the thermal imaging scope, I decided to try my luck in the daylight of the first evening. So Randy took me to a stand that's been seeing a single hog consistently during the day.
It was a mad dash and a mad scramble, but we got here, in theory, in time to catch this hog. One lone boar that's been coming in around 7:30, and then a group of several hogs that's been coming in around 8 o'clock. So we'll shoot the first hog that comes in. I've got thermal imaging this year, which I didn't have last year. Even though it's daylight, it works just fine in the daylight. So it just allows us to hunt after dark, have a lot more options.
After waiting only a few minutes, there they were.
Let's go for that big brown one. That's how fast that can happen. We were just sitting here kind of waiting for a single hog to come out. That's been the pattern. And all of a sudden we looked out and there were hogs everywhere. I picked out the big brown one. Felt the shot was really good. I put it right behind the shoulder. We ought to run up there, look for blood, see if we can find him real quick. Some blood on a kernel of corn, so there's blood right here. There it goes right there. Pig right there. God. For those who know me, I'm not a big dude, but that was a tight spot. Oh my God, look at this thing. It's huge. His teeth are huge, his head's huge. Holy cow, look at this thing. I have to go back and get my rifle. I couldn't crawl through with. His cutters are huge. I mean, he's just a giant old boar. I mean, if you're hunting hogs and want to get a big boar, this is a perfect specimen. We want to help Randy as much as possible, but this is, this is exactly what we came for. Oh. Well, we got all loaded up. Randy wants us to hit the next stand, so we'll come back and get the hog. Rancher's orders. There's a hog.
Pure Hunting is brought to you by Browning, the best there is, and by Thoroughgood, American manufacturer of job-fitted work and outdoor footwear since 1892. Hoyt, get serious, get Hoyt. Iota Outdoors, question every detail. Control the sound with custom-fit digital hearing protection from ESP. And these other fine companies. I found my way back to my friend's ranch in Texas for a spring hog hunt.
I'm gonna go for that big brown one.
And I already found success on my first setup.
That's how fast that can happen. He's just a giant old boar. Randy wants us to hit the next stand, so we'll come back and get the hog. Rancher's orders.
After the sun went down, I got my second attempt on a hog.
There's a hog. Just to the right of the feeder. Gotta wait till he turns broadside. Okay, here we go. He just ran and got down just right over here. It was a lone hog. Put my stuff away, get out a headlamp, and go try to recover that guy.
It's another big hog, big black one. Sweet. That's the one thing about thermal too, you really can't tell size of things and you can't tell color. He's not nearly as big, but decent tusks, jet black. What an amazing first night here. He is jet black. Randy's gonna be thrilled. Get the buggy and load him up. After a successful first day, I collected both hogs and headed back to get some rest.
There it goes.
The next morning, I decided to try to go after some coyotes.
Looks like we got a good morning for killing coyotes. It's calm, it's damp, there's some ground fog around. We just gotta get them to respond and play a little bit.
As I headed out to place the Fox Pro, a pack of coyotes surprised me before I could get back to my setup.
There's 3 of them right there. Damn it. There were 4 of them, at least 3 or 4. I think they winded us. Barely set the collar up, came back. He boogered, took a second one with him, and he stopped out there, and I had a terrible rest, but I had to take the shot. I just didn't expect to catch him in the wide open like this, and that coaxer brought him right in.
Likely having scared off any other coyotes in the area, I relocated to another area where Randy has seen a lot of coyote activity.
Randy thinks there's a den of coyotes up over there. Go set the collar out and see what we can do. See if we can't get one of these to sound off. Son of a buck. That was exciting. You sit there and don't think anything's gonna happen, and next thing you know, I'll run down there and take a look. I knew I missed the first one and thought maybe as he went behind the tree, last shot I might have connected, but no go.
Unfortunately, my success didn't carry over to the coyotes, but I still had a little more hog hunting to do. I'm Willie Schmidt with Pure Hunting, here to talk to you about the 07 series of Browning crossbows. The first one is a frictionless release technology on their triggers. This thing, even when it's cocked, will not fire until you put the bolt in. Some of the other neat features that come on every 07 series line of crossbows is this 1.5 to 5 lighted reticle scope. Every one comes with a left and a right and underside Picatinny rail, so you can add whatever accessories you want to trick your crossbow out. It's got soft touch all the way around on the forearm. It keeps it quiet, Keeps it soft and nice, warm to the touch even on those cold days. If you've ever thought of looking into a crossbow, make sure you check out the 07 series line of crossbows from Browning Crossbows.
There's 3 of them right there.
This morning, I came up empty, trying to help Randy lower his coyote population. To get back into the swing of things, Randy sent me to a stand where trail cam photos showed 3 hogs coming in around the same time every evening.
I'm talking about that one. So last night they come in at 7:20. Well, you need to roll.
I like the idea of going to your stand, so we need to get going, and then we'll see what happens. As I approached the stand, a cow spooked 3 hogs off the feeder.
I tried to jack a shell as quietly as I could, making sure it was seated. And they kind of went trotting off. We were 5 minutes late. I'm hoping that with them not smelling me, they're just gonna run off. They know there's corn here, and hopefully they'll come back here. The best part about this one is there's no tracking job. He's lying right under the feeder. And now we'll be able to go get him and go pick one of the other stands. Lots of hogs seem to be coming into several stands in that 8 to 8:30, and if these didn't come in till right at dark, we might have boogered up and blown them off the stand. So now we've got options.
Could you ask for a better lack of a tracking job? I think I'll just leave my stuff here, back the buggy up, throw them in, and head to the next stand. But that was fantastic. They all were same size. You know, I've shot 3 hogs here in Texas already, and I'll tell you that Browning ammunition, BXR, bullet, and .308 caliber has just been fantastic. 155 grains, 2 very short tracking jobs, and 1 dropped in its tracks.
Oh, we just moved stands. These hogs here have been pretty consistent the last few days, showing up about 8:30. The feeder goes off at 9:30. You know, the trail cam photos would show them coming in to check for corn and then sticking around for a little bit. Most of these hogs have stayed pretty true to their patterns we've been seeing on trail cam, so hopefully these will do the same thing. There's a whole bunch of them. There's one just to the left, which is in front of my side of the barbed wire, so I'm gonna try to take that one. He's down. He's down. Oh. Wow. They were a little later tonight than what the trail cams have been showing. It was a little after 10 o'clock. There's a big wire fence around some of that feeder, so I picked the one that was on my side of it for sure. It probably ran 50, 60 yards and dropped. We'll go out there and recover them and load them up in the buggy.
With Randy's hog population doubling since my last visit, I certainly got my share considering I shot 4 boars in the first 2 days. All the hogs I've shot ever to date have been sows, and I've shot 4 boars now. These have all been boars.
It's getting about to the point where me and your partner here are going to have to start having a little fun.
Let's do it. Get behind the camera. On 3, 1, 2, 3. So tonight's the night we're going to get Lane his first hog. I'm going to jump behind the camera and get captured all.
Heck yeah, let's do it. There they are.
Pure Hunting was brought to you by Browning Ammunition and by Browning Crossbows. Wilderness Athlete, the authority on outdoor performance. And by Fox Pro, high performance game calls. Browning Casual Sportswear, the best there is. And these other fine companies. Be sure to check out Tenzing for their full line of packs. From the backcountry for elk to the tree stand for whitetail, Tenzing is my pack of choice. I travel a fair amount on some of my hunts, and I trust Plano to keep my hunting equipment safe and protected while traveling on all of my hunts. After killing 4 boars in Texas, Randy came up with the idea to let my videographer Lane get into the action while I get behind the camera.
It's getting to about to the point where me and your partner here are going to have to start having a little fun.
Let's do it. Lane and I have known each other for 4 or 5 years. He has never killed a hog.
I think that's gonna change. We've been seeing a ton of hogs here.
So tonight's the night we're gonna get Lane his first hog. I'm gonna jump behind the camera and capture it all.
It's fun being behind the camera, but it's gonna be really fun.
I'm gonna have fun filming.
Heck yeah, let's go it. I got a good feeling about tonight. I got a really good feeling about tonight. Just heard something over in the brush over there. There they are. Go time. I'm shaking like I just saw a bull elk, dude. They just popped right out.
Congrats, I hope you got your first hog. I think you did. It looked good in the shot.
That was a blast. We just got down out of the stand, walked around a little bit and found blood, but looks like I'm gonna get the headlamp on and get on my hands and knees and do some crawling, see if we can find this thing. It's pumping blood, man. There's blood everywhere. Oh, there it is, right there. I about kicked it. Oh yeah, he's done.
Nice work.
First hog. This little sucker's already had piglets, man. And looking at it, it can't be a year old. Just shows you how fast these things reproduce. And then just terrorize the property and the land that they're around.
As darkness fell, we packed up Lane's first hog and moved to a different stand. And while waiting for hogs, a couple of coyotes came into range and gave me another shot at redemption.
Let's go play now. There's a second one. Yep, he just dropped. The other one ran off. Oh, no hogs are coming in now, but if the coyotes won't play during the day, we'll shoot them at night. Lane was scanning and happened to see a coyote, so we did the old switcheroo. This blind's not all that big, but we did a little dance, switched up, and popped the coyote. So let's go get him and then head to T1 and see if we can get one more hog before the hunt's over. Dropped in his tracks, man.
First one on the ground. That thermal is just amazing. With Lane behind the hog stalker, it was our last sit of the hunt, and we were hoping for just one more hog to come in.
Hey, there's pigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's just so many of them down there. I can't really pick out a big one. They're all about the same size. I rushed that a little bit just because they all start to move over to the right. So I moved over to the only one that was left on the right and squeezed the trigger. Let's go down there, see if we can.
Sounds good.
Hey, there he is. Not the biggest guy we shot, but still another one down. That was fun. It was a good time.
Nice work, Lane. Second one.
We were both sitting in the chair. That feeder went off, and about 2 minutes later, they came right in. So I jumped out of my chair when that feeder went off.
After Lane and I got the last hog of our hunt, we met up with Randy, who was hunting another part of the ranch with his bow.
I think I killed two. I mean, I got it on film. The fletching goes all the way through him, and pretty confident we'll find him in the morning.
I say we drag this one out, call it a night. That'll be a wrap.
That'll be a good week.
It's been a fantastic week.
Yep.
Hunting is full of ups and downs. Dang it. But after getting skunked last year, on this trip I got 4 boars and 1 coyote with the help of an increased hog population, lots of work by Randy, and the thermal imaging scope from Third Coast Thermal. He's down. Well, Randy, thank you for having me down here again. It's been a ton of fun.
Oh, I'm glad you could make it again.
Well, it's been a much more successful hunt than last year. We both learned a lot. You've done a great job setting it up. Huge.
Just wanted y'all to come down here, have a good time, help me with some of these hogs, and hopefully some coyotes, and get her done.
That's perfect.